Women are living in their cars because the rent is way too high. Van life epidemic. We got a video from the Financial Coffee channel. We have a very interesting one today. Women going homeless? Is it because of the economy or the dudes are kicking them out? Huh. Be sure to watch to the end to figure it out. Like the video, subscribe, stay on the path of progress, and let's get into it.
Oh, no. You see what time it is?
Yes, I'm tired.
Where were you?
I was with my girls. I told you I was going out.
You went out yesterday at 9 p.m. It's 4 p.m. next day. And why do you have an overnight bag if you just going to the club with your friends?
Because I had to get dressed at her house, and then we went out. We had a good time.
So why wouldn't you come back home?
Why are you asking me so many questions? Just let me in.
No.
Oh
Where's your keys at? Where's your keys?
Does it matter? I'm here.
And why do you look like that? You look like you just woke up. You know what? Take your black back to where you came from. Thank you very much. Thank you. Step a little close. The door's gonna slam about now. Thank you.
As you should, bro. As you should. First chick was clearly cheating, no doubt about it. Yep. She listened to her single friends, now she's single. She for the streets. Fellas, always remember a girl's night out means another guy is in. It's a good way to put it, actually. Good morning from my home to yours. So this is just like the typical van life experience, basically. Sort of daily living, basically. Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. This stuff is like super cool. You know, I grew up in Idaho. This is basically, it looks like my backyard. Like, this is pretty sick, I'm not even gonna lie. So it depends, like, if she's doing it because she's broke, or is she doing it because it's a lifestyle switch up that she enjoys. Because for me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watching too, I've definitely considered doing something like this, like some type of like van life adventure where you're just traveling around the country for a few years or something, or traveling around Europe or South America or something. So there's definitely elements to this where I'm like, damn, okay, that just looks cool. But this next girl doesn't seem as fortunate. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, this is me, day 437, living in the car with my dog. At this point, I'm thinking nothing's ever gonna get better. How am I gonna get out of this situation? Millie was the only thing that kept me going for a long time, but it wasn't until I started making videos like this and connecting with you guys that I was finally able to not only get an apartment for me and Millie, but I was able to get a P.O. box so you guys can send us anything that you want, including mail or art, or even if you want to tell me your story, I would love to share everything you send us on here.
Honestly, I respect women like this a lot more than I do the typical, you know, OF models, the content creators, because that's something that women will always have in their back pocket. You know, they're born with value. They're given their value up front. They always have that option to get into some type of S work, if you know what I mean, where they can, you know, show themselves off to someone else and make an income stream from that. But women that are at least, you know, hitting rock bottom to some extent, you know, they're going homeless, living out of their car, I can respect the fact that they don't go to that as a last resort. They have enough self-respect to say, no, I'm worth more than this. I'm not going towards that. I'm going to work hard enough until I can actually get myself out of this situation.
One day until I'm homeless with my service dog, and this is how I turned my SUV into my home for under $300. All right, starting out with my bed build. My neighbor helped me build this. I know nothing about building. I just stood there and talked his head off and handed him tools. We got everything from Lowe's, the plywood, the 2x4s. We wanted to make sure my bed was able to be removed just in case I ever needed to get to my spare tire. Then we used treadmill rubber to put on the top of it that he just had in his garage. Then I got a 4-inch foam mattress for around $100 and put my bedding on it. So there's my comforter and sheets. And I threw this pillow in there for aesthetics, but it doesn't match at all. But it's fine, because who really cares? And then there's me in the car. It's extremely comfortable. It is a little difficult for me to get in and out because I'm 5'9" and a half and an Amazon woman, and then my service dog's bed area is in the front.
For this one, we don't know why she's going homeless or why she has to live out of her car, but I really see a future where a lot of people will be in this exact same situation. But the way inflation is going, the way rent prices are going, some people are just genuinely not going to have a choice. So I'm telling you, man, you got to figure out some type of plan, because truly the economy is just getting worse and worse. You need some type of backup plan. You know, for me, that's one reason why I've been traveling around trying to figure out the spot where I want to put in some roots, you know, and just finding a place where your dollar goes a little bit farther. That is a huge benefit. I'm still traveling right now, but in the future, I'll probably more settle down in a Eastern European country, probably, because your purchasing power as an American, it goes up pretty significantly. I would say your dollar goes about 50 to maybe 75% further. And there's just so many other reasons to get out of the West, let's be real. Bed setup. So even stuff like this, you know, the whole van life lifestyle, if you are like really trying to stretch your dollar, make it go really far, this honestly might be an option for you, bro. At least for the short term, you know, 2-3 years or something like that. On top of that, it really depends if you want to have a family, of course, because making a family van lifestyle, that seems quite difficult. Basically, beyond 2 people, it seems to be getting quite difficult.
Come to my living SUV and everything I need to make this possible for me. This is my mini refrigerator that I technically have not tested out, but we'll test that out soon and I'll update y'all. I keep a first aid kit for any accidents when I decide to go camping, hiking, whatever. This is my hot plate so I can cook while I'm on the road. We're doing Taco Tuesday next week on live, so make sure you hit that follow button. This is where I keep all my clothes. This is where I like mainly need the clothes I wear like almost every day. At the bottom, it's like purses and shoes that I don't need all the time. So I set up my speakers so I can pull them down whenever I need them. But like say I'm set up at a campsite and I want to play some music and I don't want to use my car, these speakers work wonders. We're going to come back to this cute little light. We have them at the front of the car as well. This is my hanging bar. Like, listen, when you're on the road and you know what I mean? I'm a content creator, so I'll be needing a drink sometimes. But yeah, this is my cute little hanging bar. These are my blackout curtains. You see how they could just bow privacy. But I do have a mesh thing on my window as well, and my windows are also
This is
blacked
actually
out.
a pretty good setup, to be honest. Another thing I'm a huge proponent of is you should work for yourself. The whole 9-to-5 thing, bro, there's just no future in it, man. There's just no future. You see the house prices, you see how much they are. A lot of houses today are like 10 times your income. 9-to-5 is not going to get you there. Saving is not going to get you there. You have to think of some other way to have an income. If you are a hard-working person, I would heavily consider just working for yourself and trying to build some type of small business. Obviously, I do YouTube and I can take it anywhere in the world. It's awesome. And what she's doing is actually pretty cool. You know, you could do something similar to this. Having van life, traveling around the country, documenting the entire thing, putting it up on YouTube. You know, just being able to make a little bit of money from it is not that difficult. You just have to keep at it. Share your experiences with everyone else. Tell them how you did it. And boom, you have a YouTube channel that might even be competing with your wages. And you work for yourself, you can do whatever you want. I'm a homebody. I like hug everybody. Right. Come on, dude. You already know what's going on.
I divorced my wife because the way that she started. So she started hanging out with these girls from a job. And, you know, I met them. And I'm instantly just thinking in my mind that this is not a good group right here. This is one of them groups where she's not going to want to feel like she's being left out and stuff like that. And I told her, I said, I don't think you should be hanging out with these chicks because all these chicks are single. You know what I'm saying? None of these chicks are married, you know. Single women, they tend to get married women in trouble. So after about like a month, you know what I'm saying, with her chilling with these girls, she started dressing like how they was dressing. And I'm like, whoa. I was like, where you going with that on? And then she told me, she was like, it's just an outfit, it's not much, I'm just, you know, just dressing for the occasion. I'm like, no, I said, no, you gotta take that off. I'm like, no, I don't care who you hanging with, you can't put that on, man. You're not fit to go out there dressed like that. And instead of her going to change, she left anyway. She said, no, this is what I'm gonna wear. All my friends are dressing like this, and this is just what I'm gonna wear. Okay. When she came back, it only take one time to do that thought stuff with me. You know what I'm saying? When she came back, 2 o'clock in the morning, all her stuff was outside. all of it. She was knocking on the door, calling my phone, asking me to let her in. I said, no, it's over. I said, you only got one time to do me like that.
Damn, that is frame right there. That man has standards. Always watch out for her single girlfriends. Single women keep women single. She gets influenced by all of her friends, started dressing the same, started going out at night, started getting around dudes, coming home at 2 a.m. Bro, are you kidding me, man? Nah, it was game over. My dude pulled the plug, and rightfully so, in my opinion. What would you guys do in this situation? Coming home at 2 a.m. while married. She was hooking up. Good for him for not putting up with that crap. Yeah. She can live with her single friends and they can pay her bills. This is a really good point right here. You should always prioritize your family first. Are any of her girlfriends gonna pay her bills? You think so? Hell no, dude. Is she gonna be able to live with them? Maybe, but for how long? A couple weeks? Women should always be putting their man first. Are her friends going to give her children? Are her friends going to protect her if someone breaks into the home? Are their friends going to be there when she's old and gray? Need somebody to walk her up a flight of stairs? I don't think so, bro.
Should a man care about what his woman wears?
No. Oh my Lord. No, I don't think so.
So a question for y'all could just raise your hands, so show of hands. Do y'all want y'all man to lead the relationship? Okay, y'all all want the man to lead the relationship. Do y'all want that man to protect and provide for you?
Hell yeah. For sure. Yes. Yes.
All right. Part of the man protecting you is understanding that the world doesn't owe you understanding. True. Meaning that there are bad apples out there of men and women. So a man having a standard of a dress code for his woman when she's going out in public is part of him protecting you from yourself of things that you may not even be aware of. I would say that the man that has more standards for his woman loves her more.
Of course.
Right? Of course. Because the man that has less standards, think about it.
Don't care.
I can have two girls. The girl that I have more standards with, everyone knows I love her more. She's not really going to the club like that. She's dressing modestly, and I keep her around in a close circle. But then I could be talking to another girl, and I don't really care what she does. I'm just hitting it. There's no emotional ties. But the girl that I have more standards for, it's obvious that I love her more.
I'm actually surprised the girls were agreeing with him, so good on them actually. But he's absolutely correct. When a man is putting boundaries and standards on a woman, it means he actually wants to take her seriously. He's trying to bring her under his umbrella of protection. He's trying to do his masculine role. If he doesn't care about this woman, he's not going to take her seriously. He's not going to care what she's doing on a daily basis, how she drives, what she's doing at night. No, she's just the fun chick. But the girls that men want to take seriously, they will put boundaries and standards on them. And it's because he wants her to be protected from the outside world. Dress modestly so you don't have wandering eyes catching your gaze. Don't be out too late because that's when all the shady stuff happens, and whatever other standards he has. All of these things are to bring her under his protection.
When I first got out into the dating world, I expected men to care a lot more about my substance than they actually did. What they ended up caring about more was how I made them feel and how I carried myself, how I looked, how attracted they were to me. So a man is going to first value how he sees you. So are you dressing well? Do you take care of yourself? Are you classy? You know, how you present yourself and how you make him feel. And so the rest of the stuff, the qualities that you have in time will be appreciated. And I think some men of a certain caliber will appreciate those things more than others. But for the most part, if a man is attracted to you and you make him feel good about himself, that's the criteria.
Women's beauty is the thing that will get them in the door. It will get her the interaction with the guy, but then her actual value, what she's bringing to the table, what she can provide for you, those are the things that will keep her around. If you are a smart guy, obviously, because there are some bimbo dudes as well that just see a pretty face and immediately put a ring on it when she's not bringing anything into his life. The looks, the beauty, the youth, all of these things come up front. If you don't have that up front, the guy will almost never take a chance to say, hey, what is the actual value she's bringing to my table? They won't even look at you unless you're bringing beauty to the table a lot of the times, and especially for the guys that women want. In the exact same way, a lot of men won't even get a chance unless they're hitting, these 10 different bullet points. Is he in good shape? How's his confidence? How's his charisma? How does he carry himself? What does his career look like? All these different things.
Women will say yes to a date to a man who they don't find physically attractive to see if there's a connection and if chemistry can grow. But tell me this, why why won't men even say yes to seeing the potential of going on a first date with a woman if they don't think she's physically attractive?
That's reality. Men like beautiful women. That's the world. Men can make up for, you know, not being physically attractive because we have a 100 bullet point list that can potentially make us attractive. For women to get in the door, it's, are you attractive? That's about it. We'll give you a shot.
Say that again.
I want to go back to my baby daddy. It's like, you got me cooking and cleaning. When I was with him, I didn't have to worry about all this. I didn't like, we had maids.
She wants to go back.
He paid my bills. I didn't
Let
have
her
to
go
cook.
back.
I didn't have to clean. I had to do none of this.
Just because I'm asking you to cook, like, come on, bro, seriously?
You asking me to do too much, and when I was with him, all I had to do was look cute and sit pretty and work out and do whatever I had to do. Like,
baby, look at this laundry room.
Yeah, baby.
Look, you get mad at me. I should be mad at you.
I told you I didn't know how to cook, so this is what,
Seriously?
you know, like, this is what you asked for, and this is what you got.
Look at this rice pot.
No way.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Cooking rice in a pot.
So like, hey, we ain't got no kids together. I can leave you whenever I want. We ain't married or nothing.
Yikes.
Look what I gotta eat, bro.
Get rid of her, bro.
You
This
ain't
girl
gotta
making
eat
black
things.
bean,
I made you
cauliflower tacos. At this point, you can go. You can't even cook.
Okay, bro, stop with all this, you know, this back and forth, this arguing. Don't do any of this, bro. You just say, okay, you want to leave? Leave. That's it. That's it. Don't feed into the drama. Don't give her this emotional spike. You want to leave? Go. Fine. You're not my girl. That's it. This is so disrespectful. It's wild. Being attracted to a woman is a huge part of the relationship. Yep.
For those of you that are married, how did you get your significant other to see the value in getting engaged and getting married?
Ask you a random question.
Good question to be asking.
When you proposed to me, did you feel like I had to convince you to do that, or did you want to do that on your own?
No, I wanted to.
Why?
Why would you? I don't need convincing.
I know, but I was watching a TikTok where a girl was like, hey, what did you do to get your boyfriend, or what are some things I could do to get my boyfriend to convince him that we should get married because they've been in a long-term relationship. So, like, we were in a, I'm not gonna say long-term, but we were in a relationship. Basically what the dude is saying, like, we're already together, why do we have to get married? So, like, what was your reasoning?
Oh. I mean, I liked it, so I put a ring on it. No, I mean, I wanted to commit to being with you forever.
Did you
I
think,
didn't want to not be with you.
did you think, like, marriage was the only way to go about it? Or did you, like, you're happy to be married? Like, do you think being married versus...
I love being married.
Oh, really?
I think for most men, if they want to get married, they will look for a wife. And when he's ready to get married, he will look for a wife.
Let's just be real for a quick second. How many of you have cried over a man you made more money than? How ghetto? And I'm guilty. I used to cry over a man I made more money than.
Yikes. Just a yikes, bro.
I respect my man. I don't do that. Because if I go out dressed a certain way, I know I'm looking for some kind of attention that I'm not looking for. I'm committed to him and only him. I don't do that.
It's a wifey type right there, man. Like the video, subscribe, stay on the path of progress, and I'll see you later.